Hi there, this is Nova, and I'd like to introduce you to my motor lubricant. If you order it from me on the internet, it will come packaged in a clear tube like this, and the tube of lubricant is on the inside, and then it has an instruction sheet with instructions for its use rolled up inside, instructions and important considerations, important notes for you. If you purchase it from me at a class or a workshop or somewhere where I'm live, it'll come to you with the same information but packed in this sleeve. I'd like to demonstrate for you now how to use the motor lubricant. The syringe, packed this in a syringe because it can actually put the motor lubricant where you need it to be. When the syringe is filled, it is back drawn so that there is going to be a little bit of air. That's to keep it from oozing out on you in the packaging as it's being shipped. So don't be surprised. I'm selling you approximately 10 milliliters of lubricant. You're actually probably going to get closer to 11. But don't be surprised if nothing comes out for a few seconds when you begin depressing the syringe. This gear has been cleaned, and now I'm going to start putting lubricant on. I'm rotating the hand wheel toward me like we always do, and I'm going to put a nice generous ring of lubricant all the way around the gear, and then I will come back with a Q-tip and wipe off a cotton swab and wipe off the extra lubricant off the back of that gear. It only needs to be on the teeth. Okay, we're going to remove the excess from the back side of the gear by just putting the cotton swab there on the back. I don't want to remove it from the teeth, but just from the back side of the gear, and continue to rotate the hand wheel away from me. The cotton swab picks up any excess. You're also going to want to look in this area, typically the lower gear. As the lubricant is spread to the lower gear will displace some onto this area right here. So we just want to clean that up so it's not splattered all over the inside of the machine. You're also going to lubricate the gears on the bottom of the machine in the same way. A generous ring of lubricant on one of the gears on the bottom. After you've cleaned them, it doesn't make any difference which gear you select on the bottom. There are two lubricating places on the motor. It's easiest to get to this one that's actually on the back side of the motor if you lay the machine down on its face. The applicator here for the grease was designed to go into that grease tube. If you feel any firm resistance at all, stop. Do not push if you feel firm resistance. That will be the wick that you're feeling down in the grease tube, and you do not want to push that against the armature of the motor. So insert that. If you feel any firm resistance, and I do at that point, stop and begin depressing the syringe. This particular motor is almost empty, so I'm not sure what we're going to get out of it, but it will displace any old lubricant that's in there. And you can see there's a little bit of dirty old stuff on there. This motor was completely dry. If you get a motor that is completely dry like this one, once you've filled it with lubricant, then take you a hair dryer and gently warm. I'm not talking about blistering the paint, I'm talking about gently warming the motor. That will help the lubricant melt and go down into the wick where it will be able to lubricate the motor. Okay, then we're going to do the motor well on the top side of the motor. Okay, the motor well from the top of the motor, you're going to insert the applicator again down into the well until you feel resistance and begin depressing. As you depress, you will see that it's displacing the old lubricant and completely filling that grease tube with good fresh lubricant. And you can see on this applicator all of the old lubricant that it has displaced. So you know you've got your grease tube completely full with good fresh lubricant to properly lubricate your Singer Featherweight motor. Happy stitching!